Hello. Today's lesson is a reading passage and comprehension questions. So the materials that you're going to need for today's lesson is your passage, your reading passage, Blow, Wind, Blow, your comprehension pages, and a pencil. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to read our reading passage first, and then we'll work on our comprehension pages. Let's take a look at this passage that's titled Blow, Wind, Blow, and it's by ReadWorks. Before we begin reading, though, what do you predict this passage is going to be about? Well, Miss McLean predicts that I think this is going to be about wind. And I think that because when I read the title, wind was in the title, so I'm thinking it might be about wind. So using your prior knowledge, what do you know about wind? Miss McLean, if I use my prior knowledge about wind, I know that wind blows around in the air. That's what I know. All right, so let's get started with our passage. What is wind? Wind is air that moves. Wind can help you fly a kite. Wind can blow a hat off your head. Wind can blow leaves around. Strong winds can blow over the land. They can blow over the water. Strong winds can cause harm. Winds can blow down big trees. They can even blow cars off the road. Watch out for strong winds. All right, so I want you to take out your first comprehension question page. It looks like this. It has two questions, 1 and 2. Okay, grab your pencil and go ahead and write your name right here on the line. Write your first name. All right, let's take a look at number 1. Number 1. It says, what kind of weather is this passage about? So we have two answers that we can choose from. The first answer is wind. We have a picture of wind. The second answer is snow. We have a picture of snow. So we need to think about this, and we can look back in our passage. Grab your passage. And if we don't remember and we're not quite sure, we can always go back and reread our passage and look over it again to see if we can find the answer. It's okay to do that. So Miss McLean is not sure. I'm not sure what this passage is about. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to start at the beginning and read, what is wind? Oh, so, okay, now I know. It's talking about wind. So this whole passage is about wind. So I'm going to go back to my comprehension question, and I'm going to place a check beside the word wind because that's the answer I think it is. So put a check beside the word wind. All right, number 2. What is wind? What is wind? Air that moves, falling leaves. I'm going to go back and I'm going to reread. What is wind? Wind is air that moves. Well, it tells me the answer right there. Wind is air that moves. So I'm going to look back at my question and I see the answer there, air that moves. So I'm going to place a check beside that answer. Okay. Number 3. What can the wind blow? Can the wind blow land and water? Or can it blow hats and leaves? Well, let's look back in our passage. What is wind? Wind is air that moves. Wind can help you fly a kite. Wind can blow a hat off your head. Wind can blow leaves around. So what can wind blow? Hats and leaves. So we're going to place a check beside hats and leaves. That is our answer. Number 4. What can strong winds harm? Well, we're going to go down to this second paragraph and we're going to start reading there to see if we can find our answer. Strong winds can blow over the land. They can blow over the water. Strong winds can cause harm. Winds can blow down big trees. They can even blow cars off the road. Watch out for strong winds. So what can strong winds harm? Mountains or trees and cars? Trees and cars. Put a check beside that answer. All right. Number 5. If you noticed, now we have a written part, written comprehension, okay? So you will have to write out your answers for this. Number 5. What kind of winds do you need to watch out for? Oh, I just remembered I read that at the very last sentence of the passage. Let's take a look. Watch out for strong winds. So, what kind of winds do we need to watch out for? Strong winds. Strong winds. Number 6. What did you learn from blow, wind, blow? So think about that because this is your smart thinking, okay, and not anybody else's smart thinking. What did you learn from this passage, blow, wind, blow? So take a couple seconds to think about that. What did you learn from blow, wind, blow? Well, Miss McLean learned that strong winds can blow cars down. So I'm going to write strong winds can blow cars. We'll say off the road. Strong winds can blow cars off the road. So that's what I learned from blow, wind, blow. And our last question, number 7. It says, draw a picture of something from the passage being blown by strong wind. Ooh, so we have to go back and we have to think about some things that strong winds blow. So when we look back at our passage, we remember we read that um, strong winds can blow cars off the road, and then strong winds can blow down big trees. Okay, so think about that. Which object do you want to draw? Remember, it has to be one of those because that's strong winds can blow those down. So Miss McLean drew a tree because remember in our passage it said that they can blow down big trees. All right. That is the end of our comprehension questions. Good job. Pat yourself on the back. Good reading. Good answering the questions. And I hope you enjoyed this lesson, and I will see you next time. Bye.